Thank you very much for signing up for a free trial of 6U. My name's Miles Burke and I'm the founder. Over the next few minutes, give you a quick introduction for getting set up and maximize the results from your free trial. So let's get started. When you first sign in, you'll end up on a page like this that takes you through the 3 simple steps to get the most out of your free trial. The first thing we need to do is check your organization's settings. In here, you'll see your company name, your name, the time zone, and a few other things. So let's set the time zone first. I'm in US Central, so I'll choose Central Time from this list. Branded emails allow me to upload a logo, but we won't go through that step quite yet. And now I'll just hit save. And I've saved my time zone details. The next step is to check the questions that we are going to send in our first poll. You're allowed up to 5 polls on a paid account, but on a free trial you're only allowed 1. So let's go through some of these settings. This is your poll name, the poll title that appears in the emails that get sent to people, whether the mode is individual so you can track responses, or anonymous so they're completely anonymous, and whether you allow our high five feature. Let's choose yes for this example. In comments for high fives, we'll also choose yes. I'll explain that soon. The next step is to ensure that we've got the schedule correct, so we'll move to schedule. The invitation will be sent out at 10 AM on the 21st of September on a Thursday morning. The reminder for people that haven't completed the poll yet will be sent at 9 AM the following day, and then the report will be sent to management at 10 AM on the 22nd, exactly 24 hours after the first invite. That's fine for this example. If I needed to, I could move the date here to any date in the future, but we'll leave it as is. In the future, I want them to be sent on a Thursday at 10 AM, and I want the poll to be sent every 2 weeks in this example. And the time zone will be US Central, as we mentioned before. Next, I'll have a look at the questions. Here are the 6 questions that we've already inserted into your poll. If you wish, you can delete one of these questions and add a new one. We have both a question library here, as well as the ability to ask a custom question. We'll just choose something from the library. Culture is a big part of what we're doing here, so I'm going to choose culture for the category, and then I see some of the questions that are asked. I'm going to use my workplace supports high ethical standards for this example. I hit use question, and then it closes. I can also allow comments on each question. For this, I'm going to allow comments for at work, and I'm also going to allow comments for this question. The others I'm going to leave with comments off. Moving next, I can see the introduction text. I can change that at any time by typing here, but I'll leave it for this example. Then I click next, and I get a final review of everything with the survey. And then I'm going to confirm and save. Now, if you want to see what they look like, you can click the Review Your Current Questions, which will bring up a version of how it will look. So you can sit here and go through each of the questions and see how they'll appear. And I'll submit. So here, in this example, it only took me 20 seconds. Let's jump back to the original setup screen. I've now checked all my questions, and it's time to add a colleague or two. So I'll open the My Team area. At the moment, it's just myself, but I want to add at least one other person to give this a proper trial. So I'm going to click Add New. I'm going to choose Ms. Sally Example, her email address. I'm going to leave her as a team member so I can see what the average employee will receive. The account's not suspended. It will receive invites. And yes, I'll send a welcome email to them on save. So now I'll click Save Details. And we're ready to go. During the trial, you're allowed up to 20 users. What we find is most customers will add 1 or 2 to begin with, and then after their first poll, they'll start adding some more staff. Thank you very much for taking a trial of 6Q.